Fans, we close out the first hour with a championship matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match, one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and it is for the RWL Cruiserweight Championship.
Well, here is a match, Tex, that Oliver Hollywood has been waiting for.
Well, he's been waiting for it with bated breath, man. Waiting for this opportunity to become a double champion. Got those Rage Tag Team titles along with Tommy Wilcox, but he would love a single title all his own. Well, the Cruiserweight title certainly fits the bill for Oliver Hollywood. He's been there before. Former Tag Team Champion several times over. Cruiserweight Champion. Snarl TV Champion. International Champion once, too. Yeah, Oliver Hollywood's been around the block.
Well, this one is certainly cute to my eye in the regard that Oliver Hollywood doesn't rarely get an opportunity at the Cruiserweight title. We've seen all sorts of people. Scotty Priest, Tony Dangerous, Ricochet, and a host of others. But so far, Oliver Hollywood has not seen too many opportunities come knocking at his door.
Well, it sure came knocking this time. Byron Schimmelman said it was time, it was overdue. They had to throw something new into the mix, and even though we got some new cruiserweights, it still wasn't quite enough. Wound up going back to the well and getting Oliver Hollywood out. Well, will wonders never cease. But Ollie, he's got all the potential in the world.
And here is the RWL Cruiserweight Champion, accompanied of course by Sylvia Strong. Gary Galaxy, the prototype, who has had that Cruiserweight title around his waist for a very long time. For the majority of 2025, it's been all about Gary Galaxy. And so far, no one's been able to take him down. Maybe Oliver Hollywood will be the monkey wrench thrown into the works, as it were, that changes everything up.
You know, Don, I usually tend to favor the champion in a title match, but Oliver Hollywood has got twice the experience, literally, over Gary Galaxy. There is every chance we're going to see a title change tonight, unless Gary Galaxy's on his toes and training like he always does.
Well, when he's not in the ring competing, he can often be seen training at local gyms in whatever town he happens to be in. He keeps himself in peak physical condition at all times. Definitely a hallmark of anybody who's in the Stronghold. Sylvia Strong insists on this.
Well, maybe that's why they've got all those championships to their credit. That's an awfully big showcase over there at the Stronghold's offices, man. Wow. But the prototype, Gary Galaxy, definitely possible that he could hang on to the Cruiserweight title, but Oliver Hollywood could really be a game changer, like you say, Don.
But come what may, win or lose, Tex, one thing is certain: it is going to be a major change of pace from the usual Cruiserweight Championship matches we've been seeing over the last 10 months.
Introducing first the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, one half of the Rage Tag Team Champions, Oliver Hollywood. His opponent, accompanied by manager Sylvia Strong from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighing in at 198 pounds, the RWL Cruiserweight Champion, the prototype Gary Galaxy.
This title match with Oliver Hollywood, undiscovered country for the prototype Gary Galaxy as he turns the belt over to referee Charles Lucera. What a matchup this is going to be, Tex. Wow. Oliver Hollywood, a high flyer and a half against Gary Galaxy, another high flyer. This is major.
Definitely a little something we don't get to see every day, Dandy Don. This is going to be good. Oliver Hollywood. We don't see him too often in single action, but he hasn't forgotten how. Referee rings the bell. They come center ring. Oliver opens up with a series of shots. Gary sidesteps in, tags him with a shot. Here's a jawjacker from Oliver Hollywood. Hollywood goes around on Galaxy. Rolls up and whoa! What a kick to the head right there from Hollywood. Gary Galaxy on the mat and on the defensive early. There's a snap of the leg from Oliver Hollywood. Gary counters with a kick to the head. Back up on his feet, delivers a kick to Oliver Hollywood. Oh, man. Here we go, hard forearm. Takes Ollie down to the canvas. Oliver counters, gets back up on his feet, rebounds off the middle rope and misses with the move. Oh, well, sometimes that happens. Gary Galaxy drives a knee into the arm of Oliver Hollywood, follows that up with a couple of stomps to the head. Gary Galaxy misses with the knee. Oliver Hollywood sidestepped him just in time. Hard whip to the ropes for Gary Galaxy. Oh man, duck under. There's a leapfrog. Here we go, all the way up into a spine buster. Oliver Hollywood definitely performing as a solid single performer here. One. Only just one. The prototype still in command here as far as the championship goes, but octopus stretch for Gary Galaxy. Gary bats his way out, turns it into a drop toe hold, drops Oliver Hollywood on his nose. Oliver, he brought that knee up just in time, right into the face of Gary Galaxy. Gary counters with elbows to the midsection of Oliver Hollywood. They lock it up. Gary whips Ollie to the ropes. Whoa, that was a beautiful arm drag. Looked like a damn gyroscope. Gary whipped to the far right corner. Oliver Hollywood jumps out on the apron. There's a kick right to the face. And back in over the top rope goes Ollie. I told you he was fast. Oliver Hollywood rebounds off the ropes, an elbow right to the head of Gary Galaxy. And, well, the Cruiserweight champion having his share of problems here as Oliver Hollywood has been all over him most of the match. Here we go, cross body dive. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Now, even Sylvia Strong looks a little bit concerned. Oliver Hollywood has been definitely firing on all cylinders here. Look at this. Fisherman Buster from Oliver Hollywood. Hollywood, absolutely amazing even without his tag team partner Tommy Wilcox in the corner. Low drop kick to the side of the head of Gary Galaxy, the prototype, making his way to a standing position on the apron. Here comes Ollie. There's a shoulder right to the chest. And Gary Galaxy slowly making his way to a standing position on the outside. Here comes Oliver Hollywood. Whoa, he caught him. Shut up. And scoop slams him for good measure. Gary Galaxy still in the game here big time. Rolls Oliver Hollywood back inside the ring. Wow, that was beautiful. Oliver Hollywood with a nice tilt-a-whirl hurricane runner right there. Gary back up on his feet, charges, takes down Oliver Hollywood, takes him down with a second clothesline. Swing and a miss for Ollie, and there's a kick right to the face of Oliver Hollywood. Jumping elbow from Gary Galaxy. The prototype indicating to the fans that he is A-OK, not to worry. Oliver Hollywood back up on his feet. And there's a, one arm backbreaker from the prototype. He's not only fast, he's strong too. Series of kicks to the head of Oliver Hollywood, and just like that, the prototype has turned things around. And he was in danger of losing this match, but now that may be turning around right here. Oliver Hollywood escapes the head scissor, rebounds off the ropes, tags Gary Galaxy with that elbow again. Oliver Hollywood moves in, and there we go, neck breaker drop. Gary in trouble here. Oliver Hollywood snaps the arm on the prototype, and just like that, the momentum turned around yet again in favor of Oliver Hollywood. He goes behind on Gary Galaxy, rolls up, comes back up with a kip up and a kick to the head of, the prototype in big time trouble now. Sylvia Strong definitely worried here. Oliver Hollywood off. He missed with a beautiful move. It would have been the end. That would have been the coup de grace right there, Don. Hurricane Rana from Oliver Hollywood. Gary counters with a kick, gets back up on his feet. Drives a knee into the arm of Hollywood. Jumping elbow into the chest one more time. Here's a rebound off the ropes, a diving moonsault. And here's a quick cover. 1, 2. No, just a 1, says the referee. It looked like a 2 to me. Stomp to the midsection. Another rolling elbow to the back of Oliver Hollywood. Gary Galaxy turning things around yet one more time. Man, what a cruiserweight matchup this has been. Okay. Ollie pitched out towards center. Gary off the middle rope. There's a moonsault. And now the Prototype taking his time about it, but he's going to go air one more time just to make sure. Here's the nail in the coffin. No, it ain't. Look at this. Oliver Hollywood picks up on the mistake. 1, 2. No, another 1. Another near fall. And this insane Cruiserweight Championship matchup, champion versus champion. I knew it was going to be good, but damn. Oliver Hollywood all the way up on the top rope. Gary Galaxy gets to a standing position. Here we go. Diving crossbody, and down goes Gary Galaxy. Oliver Hollywood gathers him up again. Gets a hold of him. Escorts him towards the far right corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Gary. Oliver Hollywood pitches him to the outside, off to the apron, but here we go. Oh, man, off the ropes and a kick. Takes Gary down to the floor. That was beautiful. Oliver Hollywood definitely got some cruiserweight skills. Now into a heel hook stretch on the outside as Charles Lucero starts the count. The Cruiserweight Championship hanging in the balance here. And what a match it's been so far. Another knee right to the face of Gary Galaxy from Oliver Hollywood. Oliver locks up Gary, drives him into the ring steps. Oh, man. Oliver Hollywood pitches Gary towards the barricades and tags him with an elbow too. Oh, man. Oliver Hollywood gets a grip on Gary, gets him back inside the ring. Gary Galaxy in a whole heap of trouble here. Off the middle rope, diving crossbody. Gary Galaxy is catching all of it from Oliver Hollywood. Ollie gets ready to go air again. Another high risker, but oh man, again another crash and burn for Oliver Hollywood. That might wind up costing him. Gary Galaxy with a suplex to Oliver Hollywood. And he's looking like he's been through something. Gary moves in on him slow. Gets a hold of him, takes him to the far left corner, smashes his head into the turnbuckle. He rounds him up, scoop slams him. And the Prototype up on the middle rope here. Oliver Hollywood suddenly getting back to his feet. Here we go. Oh, man. A DDT off the middle rope from the Prototype. Gary Galaxy, you should just cover him and pin him. It's over, man. Oh, Oliver Hollywood catches a crossbody off the ropes from Gary Galaxy. I guess he wants to make sure. Diving elbow across the chest of Oliver Hollywood. Ollie making his way to a standing position against the ropes. Gary Galaxy backs it up, lines it up, and whoa! Both of them go out onto the floor. Holy old hell, Gary Galaxy done fooling around here, winds him up. Oh, man. What a nasty sit out right there from the Prototype. Gary Galaxy with a gut wrench suplex to Oliver Hollywood. Ollie rolled back inside the ring by Gary Galaxy. Oh man, what a match we have had here so far. The Prototype all the way up on the top one more time. Big time leg drop across the throat of Oliver Hollywood. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. That is it. The Prototype retains the Cruiserweight Championship.
Seconds. Your winner and still Cruiserweight Champion Gary Galaxy.
A very impressive performance by Oliver Hollywood, but an even more impressive performance and title retention from the Prototype Gary Galaxy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the first half. It's in the books, but right now, let's turn it over to Wally Cardo in the interview area with a special guest.
While she remains tentatively unable to compete, she refused to miss tonight's show from the Spectrum. Joining me now, ladies Triple Crown champion, Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote. Everyone saw Luna Vachon's vicious attack on you, following your match with Michelle McCool. Now, the injuries you sustained in that attack will be keeping you on the sidelines for just a few more precautionary days, but I'd imagine you can't possibly be happy with Luna for what she's done, not just to you, but to Caden Carter and Patty Powers as well.
I'm furious. Laid up on the bench for tonight, not able to compete in probably my favorite arena anyplace? Of course I'm pissed. Now I have to recover, get medically cleared, again. Before I can even think about taking Luna Vachon apart, plus, I have to hope everyone else leaves me a little piece of her. You already know the whole ladies' locker room's on fire because of that lethal idiot.
I don't know if you've heard, but Les Femmes Fatale and Dynamite Jeannie Parker caught Luna, masked and dressed all in black at Rage in Allentown just the other night. While the women's world champion assured everyone that Luna Vachon is alive and well, she won't tell what she, Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson, exactly did to her, but no matter what, Les Femmes may have very well saved themselves and the other ladies in the locker room from more unwanted, vicious attacks from Luna.
Yeah, I did hear that. Jeannie and Les Femmes are like my new heroes now. I'm sure whatever they did, Luna Vachon deserved it. The raw nerve of sneaking in to do even more damage, after being suspended and fined. Some of these old hoes never learn, I guess. MJF is lobbying the front office to have her fired. Most people don't think it's a good move, and that what she deserves is to be allowed to stay, where she's gonna keep paying for what she did. I'm all for her being fired. Bad enough what she did to me, and Caden Carter, but blinding Patty? That made me mad. I just hope there's something left of her to beat on when I get back.
Well, with any luck, Dr. Beverly Sims Barnett says you'll be able to get back in the ring this Saturday. So what are your thoughts on that?
That Saturday would mark 2 years since I won the Joyce Grable Memorial Tournament, so it's kind of a big deal for me. And let me just say it now, whether it's Luna Vachon or anyone else, don't you dare try to ruin that night for me, because if you do, I'll spend the rest of my life making you pay for it. I'm cool to get along with anyone, but people are taking advantage of that in me, and not letting it happen anymore, so the asshats in the locker room better find someone they can bully, 'cause it's not gonna be me anymore, Wally.
All right, well, Danielle, thanks for your time. Do enjoy the rest of the show, and we're all looking forward to seeing you back on Snarl again. That's the word from here. Back to Don Hickson and Texan.
All right, Wally, thank you very much for that. As Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote hopefully will be medically cleared to compete by this Saturday's Snarl. It has been a rough go for Liberty Bell Danielle.
It most certainly has, Tex. That concludes the first half of tonight's Wrestling from the Spectrum. We will return with the second half of tonight's card right after this brief intermission. Hope to see you there.